Hello and welcome. In this lesson, we are going to set up the environment that you are going to use for all of your portfolio stack projects. And by the end of this setup, you will have a complete local environment installed, verified, and ready to use for every future project. Everything that I'm about to show you is also written step by step in the readme_setup.md file inside the setup folder, which you can find in this lesson. You can follow along as we go or refer back to that file at any time. We'll start by installing 4 tools that make up your working environment. Visual Studio Code is your main editor for writing SQL and Python. Python is the runtime that we're going to use to run small scripts and connect to DuckDB. DuckDB is a lightweight local database engine for your project, and DBeaver is a visual browser for previewing your tables. You'll find all this in the _0 installers folder included inside the setup folder. You can either install them from there or download the latest versions directly from their official website. Please go ahead and install the necessary tools now and continue to the next lesson after you have done that. Now, let's create your Workspace folder. On your desktop, create a new folder and name it Portfolio Stack. This will be your main working directory for all of your projects. Next, move the entire setup folder that you downloaded into that new Portfolio Stack folder so that everything stays in one place. When you open VS Code later, we're gonna open this Portfolio Stack folder directly there, which ensures that all of your paths and scripts are working correctly. Inside your setup folder, you will see 4 items. The first one is the readme_setup guide, which lists all the installation steps and commands. You'll also see the setup_example.duckdb database file, which we will use to verify everything. You'll see a folder named _0 installers containing all the software that you need, and _1 project_folder_structure, which is a clean template that you can reuse for each Portfolio Stack project. Once you've created the Portfolio Stack folder and you move the setup folder into that, then continue to the next lesson. Let's open VS Code and install the Python packages that we need. In VS Code, you go to File and then Add Folder to the Workspace, and there you select the Portfolio Stack folder that you just created on your desktop. Then you go and open the terminal and you type the following command that you can see on the screen right now. You can also copy this command directly from the readme_setup.md file if that makes it easier for you. Press enter and then wait for the installation to finish. This installs the key libraries that we are going to use to query data, build tables, and manage local datasets. When the installation has been completed successfully, then move on to the next lesson to test that everything is working as it should. Now let's verify that everything is working as it should. I want you to open the test_query.python file and run that script, which will do a test query onto your DuckDB database instance. If everything is installed correctly, you should see a statement that returns in your terminal, which confirms a set number of rows. It should be about 5 rows, which is a count from your DuckDB database on top of the raw_customers table. If you see that, your setup is confirmed and you can continue on to the next lesson. Now we are going to connect the same DuckDB database file in DBeaver to see our tables visually. Open DBeaver and go to Database, and then you go to New Connection, DuckDB, and browse to your setup_example.duckdb file and click Finish. Expand the connection in the sidebar, open the raw_customers table, and switch to the Data tab. You should see the same number of rows that we confirmed earlier in VS Code, but inside DBeaver in the Data tab, you can see it visually. And that's it. Your environment is now fully set up and ready to go. You've installed all required tools, you have created your workspace in VS Code, you have verified the setup, you have tested your database both with VS Code and DBeaver. From here on, you will use this same environment for every Portfolio Stack project that you work on. Congratulations, you're ready to start learning.